Shadow Worlds Radio, a radio media outlet. The Read and Attack Show, Coach Ed's Amazing World of Sports. Go Travels, the go-to for all your sporting events. Wise Consulting Solutions, the wise choice for a better future. The Big Blue Crew, the best damn sports network on YouTube.
All right, man. Shout out to the sponsors of the show, man. Appreciate y'all coming through, man. It's me, Unpopular Opinion Sports. You already know what it is. And my co-host, Mr. Coach Ed Gladney, man. Glad you in the building, man. How you doing tonight, man? What's up?
I'm good. Just ready to get on the grind and get ready for them boys. Mm-hmm. So, but
only a few weeks left before the NFL season. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying? It's the time is coming upon us, man, very soon, man. But meanwhile, we got some preseason action to talk about, man. Giants and Panthers went at it. Well, the Giants went at it against the Panthers for most of that game. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? They ended up coming out on top, 21-19, but a lot of takeaways. Daniel Jones and the first team offense did get some action. The first team defense did get some action, man. And there's a lot of chatter, man. It's a lot of positive takeaways. A couple negatives, but not many. You know, I think most of it was positive from what we've seen, man, with the first team offense and the first team defense, man, and even the second team to a degree as well, man. Pretty much dominating the Panthers for the majority of that game, you know, on offense and defense. And Carolina had Bryce Young out there, man. He's a rookie. He still got work to do, but, you know, I think he does have promise. You know, I'm not knocking the Panthers as a bad team, so to speak, but I will say the Giants did look pretty good, man. But that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to get into that, man. And we're going to get into some, you know, previews of the last preseason game coming up against the Jets as well. And we're going to talk a little bit about our quarterback, Daniel Jones, man, and this offense, man. Can this offense push into one of the better offenses or the top offenses in the NFL? But before we get into all that, man, you know what I'm saying? I want to check on my chat, man. How y'all doing, man? What's good with y'all, man? Deception, I see you, says, let's go, man. You damn right, let's go, man. These Giants, man, I'm telling you. Get excited, man. It's going to be a good team this year, man. I can feel it, man. Salute. What's good with you, Wells, man? Shout out to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Big Blue Crew in the building, man. Appreciate you, bro. Sweeney, what's good, man? What's good, T Sweezy, man? What's up, man? Yeah, that background, man. New York Giants, you already know, man. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I could definitely teach you that, man. Send me a DM, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's real easy to do, man. But definitely, man, I can show you that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Good, man. Ronnie, what's up? It's Ronnie. What's good with you, man? Long time no hear from you, man. Hope everything is all well, man. It's all love, man. Big Blue Crew, you already know we in the building. Appreciate you, man. Miss Ronnie, I don't have IG, but hit me on Twitter, NYG22, if you got Twitter or Facebook, man. My links is in the description of the video, so you could just hit me on any one of those links, man.
Okay.
Yo, what's good, AK? What's up, man?
Okay.
What's good with you, man? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you coming through,
bro.
man.
Hope
yeah, man. I hope
better.
you're doing well. Absolutely, man. Shout out to AK. I mean, but yeah, yeah. Just hit me on one of the links in the description, man. You could shoot me an email if you want to. You know what I'm saying? I could do it that way. Either way, I just don't have a personal Instagram. I have a business Instagram. And the link is in the description of the video. But yeah, let's get into it, man. New York Giants 21-19 victory, man. Daniel Jones and the boys, they came out there, man, and they did what they needed to do. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I wanted to see, I seen from this team. Daniel Jones, was he 6 for 7?
8 for 9.
8 for 9. I mean, 8 for 9 with a touchdown pass to Daniel Bellinger. He was hitting Waller. He was hitting Campbell. He was hitting Hodgins. I mean, I think he completed to about 5 different receivers. And so, dude was cooking. I don't think the Giants ran a play on that first drive other than the end around to Jalen Hyatt. It was all passing, man. So Kafka kind of flexing his muscles a little bit, man, about what he's going to do with Daniel Jones in his passing game, man. And it is definitely going to be a sight to see. Darren Waller, it looks uncoverable. I mean, that dude's a monster, man. His release off the snap is ridiculous, man. They couldn't guard him. They tried to double team him. When they did, DJ hit Daniel Bellinger. So it is going to be a good season, man, if we can keep this up. Now, takeaways from the game. Of course, I was keeping my eye primarily on the offensive line. And the offensive line did its job. The offensive line looked pretty clean that first series. Lewinsky had a couple of hiccups in the game. I think him and Neal got mixed up a couple times on some stunts. But outside of that, I didn't see any real push, you know what I'm saying, from the Panthers defensive line on our offensive line at all, man. DJ, one play he got pressured. That was the play Lewinsky missed the stunt. And he ended up scrambling, man. And yo, dude looking like a real different quarterback right now. Like his change of direction, his little hesitation moves, man. Like, yo, this dude didn't work on his game, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Daniel Jones, man, for real. He really improved his game, man. I was like, yo, this dude was like, you know what I'm saying? Like he changed the directions like a real running back. So we got to take that into consideration, man. But look, the offensive line, back to the offensive line, I think it looked pretty well for the most part, man. But what did you see, Coach, man, from the offensive line, man? And I'm gonna tap into the chat a little bit, man. I see y'all blowing the chat up, man. What's good, man? Shout out to Giants conversations, man. The Giants fans and the Eagles fans for pulling up, man. For real, appreciate y'all.
In terms of the offensive line, I mean, there's things that we definitely have to clean up on. I mean, let's start with Evan Neal. Everyone was concerned about Evan Neal. He had some good, had a lot of good.
Played well.
He had a lot of good. There are some things that he needs to work on. There were a couple of times he let edge guys swipe his hands away and get around the corner on him, but he recovered. His footwork seems to be getting there.
All right, Sweezy, hit me up on Facebook or Gmail. Either one. It's
there's just little things he can work on to improve, but for the most part, he was fairly clean. Initially I gave him a B- grade, but I bumped it up to a B+. So after going back and looking, I have to release this tape that I broke down on him. Glowinski, yes, he missed the and he also missed that last because that sack before the halftime. That was actually on him too. So there's just little things he.
That was on Neal.
Yeah, it was on Neal. He missed. The edge crashed down on him. He rode down with him, and the tackle looped around, and he was supposed to pick up on the tackle, and he didn't. So, but
him and Glowinski though, they got to get that chemistry down, man. Because if they're gonna be on that line, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're getting beat, you're getting beat. But if it's a chemistry issue, man, that can be ironed out. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if he did get beat and it was just him not picking up the you know what I'm saying, then I feel like it's not as bad as him just getting dominated like he did in that Cowboys game last year.
Yeah, no, I mean, he didn't get dominated. That's the one thing. So,
What's good, Mac? What's good, bro? Appreciate you,
so
bro.
Mac.
What's up?
So, Glowinski, yeah, he got beat on. He didn't pick up the read on that switch, and DJ, eluded and had a nice little run off of it. But it's things they have to fine tune. Now, remember,
Mm-hmm.
Neil has been out for the past week and a half, 2 week, almost 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it. You got to work on the timing of these things, and that's what this game is good for. That game is good for them to show them what they need to work on, what they need to pick up on. Schmitz, for the most part, was good. I think he got beat on one inside move, or to his right, to his snap hand move. But
I'm
other
assuming
than
you
that,
watched the all 22 already, Coach.
no, I didn't go to the all 22.
Hold
I just, it's
15.
just looking at the game, the
Yeah,
TV view. So I can pick it up still.
slowed it down. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Top
So
15 line. What else? Yep, I
Um,
agree, Sheldon.
Azudo,
I agree.
Azudo, for the most part, he was fine. Got beat on one inside move, on occasion. See, this one. What I'm getting at is they're still going to get beat, and this is the NFL. So
Yeah.
Bredesen did well, going both from left side to right side. I think he got beat on two occasions. At was At. What more can I say? There's nothing to really talk about. So my biggest concern with all of that, we have 6 offensive linemen. I'm confident that we can start with, and that is including Glowinski. Y'all know how hard I am on Glowinski, but for the most part, in comparison, what's behind him, he can still go out there and be serviceable. So I'm fine with that. So we have 6 offensive linemen. There are guys behind them that, yeah, they leave me a little concerned, especially at our tackle spots. Pert and Cunningham. And by the way, I am not using PFF ever again except for draft, because they rated Waller at 48.5, I believe it was. So exactly.
How?
AT was rated at around like a 53. So it's
Man,
like,
they don't know what they're talking about.
yeah. So but again, my point being is our starters did fairly well. Your eyes can tell you that they did well as a team.
Yeah.
So it's not like, okay, well, these guys are trash in comparison to the backups. No, they were fine. They just got to build their continuity on the offensive line, and I think they will. I really think they will. So, but
Nah, I
that's
ain't
what I
hear
saw
that,
in this.
Mac. Making his Jets
Yeah,
debut in the game on
yeah,
Saturday. Is
yeah.
he?
He is. So I mean, it's a catch
All
22.
right. We're gonna
Do you
definitely
want to?
tap into that Heart of the City, man, Tuesday.
Yeah. I'm like, well, okay, you want to, more likely we're going to put in on our reserve. So then our third and fourth stringers. So Rogers wants to go out there and give the Jets Nation a little happiness. And all right,
Right.
whatever. That
See us October 29th.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk talk that talk then, yeah.
So, but yeah,
Yes.
Max said it. Yeah, they have to do they have to do a better job picking up the stunts, and I think they will. And people killing Bobby Johnson, yo, get off the man's Johnson. All right, get off his Johnson,
Pause.
man. Because I mean, everything that everyone was complaining about, Neil and all the starters, they were right there. Where's the talk now? Where's the talk of getting rid of Bobby Johnson? Yeah, I'm defending the man. I'm not saying he's the greatest, but he's a quality offensive line coach. So can you always probably upgrade? Of course. That's any coach. That's even head coach. That's even Brian Dable. Okay. But Bobby Johnson did a good job, and you see it as evident going to this week. Now, Cunningham and Pert and some of them other guys.
Some guys, it just ain't no hope for them. I'm sorry, it just ain't no hope for them.
Nah,
I know you're a Patriots fan, Sweezy. You know what I'm saying? Celtics fan as well. You know what I'm saying? And yeah,
joke on my
we're gonna
fan.
definitely talk some. We're gonna definitely talk some basketball, man. Come through Tuesday, man. 8:30, Heart of the City, man. and come talk about your Celtics, man. I'll let you on the panel, man, because definitely interested to hear
Celtics.
What kind of season they're gonna be getting into, man. But here, man, this is the Giants, and we talking Giants conversations, man. With all due respect, man. Koof, man, what's up? What's good with you, bro? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you coming through, man. But check it out, man. Besides the offensive line, one of the other keys, as we talked about last week, that I was looking for was the defensive line, man, and seeing with KT, Ojulari. I know you're excited to talk about that D line, coach. I see it in your face. I can see it. KT, Ojulari, Dexter Lawrence, Leonard Williams. It was all out there. Bobby Okereke, man, at the linebacker position. We saw a little bit of Michael McFadden. We saw a little bit of Darian Beavers. And basically, man, the Giants pretty much had their starting lineup in the game, man. But focusing on the defensive line real quick, man, we're going to kind of do this, by position. I'm telling you, Dexter Lawrence, he might be had that spot over Aaron Donald as the most dominant D lineman in the game. That dude is a monster. Can't nobody block him. Nobody block that cat, yo. Mm-hmm. He's unblockable right now. He has took his game to another level. He's unblockable, man. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, man, Dexter Lawrence putting all kind of pressure, man, on he had a penalty, man, but Dex being Dex, he was laughing about it. You know what I'm saying?
It happened. He was just like, oh damn. We're gonna get into some of those.
But yeah, he's definitely Dex being Dex, man. But yeah, man, dominant, man. What can you say? Him and Leonard Williams, man, they are going to be a handful. And you got to throw in Jordan Riley, who has coming on in recent weeks, man, as a potential, rotation with Dex and Leo, man, a rotational piece, along with Nachos, along with Ashawn Robinson. So this defensive line, I mean, look. Everybody talk about Philly's defensive line. Everybody talk about Dallas's defensive line. What about the New York Giants defensive line and this defensive line's pass rush potential? You've seen Kayvon Thibodeau out there. You've seen Ojulari. You know what I'm saying? Even though he was a little quiet, but Dex and KT are going to be dominant. You cannot block those two. And if you double those two, then you got to deal with Ojulari and Leonard Williams, and then whoever else they throw at you, Jordan Riley, Ashawn Robinson, etc. But I know Coach is chomping at the bit. Let me get back into the chat, man, and talk about that D-line, Coach. What you see out there, man?
Man, I'm look. You touched on Dex and Leo. I don't even need to talk about them. All right, I was watching Nacho. And Nacho was holding his own out there and doing his thing, and I see why they brought him in. But yes, Jordan Riley.
What up, Jarius? What's good with you, bro?
Jordan Riley. What a steal. The chess master does it again. Joe Shane shows you why. He plays chess with every other GM and staff that's out there. Jordan Riley was a, because many of us, myself included, when they announced him, I was like, who? And you look at his film and you see, but this guy, number one, you cannot move him out of the point of attack with a double team. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, when you have 300 plus guys throwing their bodies into your body, and you can just stop them in their tracks and then split their double team and then go make a play on the football as a rookie. Wait until he gets continuous coaching and continuously work.
Tudo, what's good with you, bro? What up, Tudo? What's popping, man? Appreciate you, man. As always, my brother. Go ahead.
when he continuously works with Dexter and Leo and watches them and Ashawn and Nacho, and then going up against the offensive line, remember, Schmitty is good, he's proven himself. So this is going to help him grow his game. And I'm telling you, if he gets any semblance of a pass rush, any semblance, our future interior defensive line is well stocked. And I loved it. And if he can get a push with Dexter, then that helps KT and Aziz on the outsides and any blitzes that we send, because the offensive line is just going to be so worried about those guys. And it's just going to open up spots. Bobby Okereke came on a blitz and put the running back on his ass.
Yeah.
He's
good, man.
Yes.
He's good.
Let me tell you something. And that was done because the offensive line was worried about our defensive line. And when you get a running back and you can put him on his ass, that also sends a message to the quarterback, because the quarterback will see that and he's taking his eyes from downfield and he's going to be worrying about where is he coming from? Where's 58?
And I think this dude's going to be a better version of Blake Martinez. Remember how our defense changed when we got Blake Martinez? I think this dude is our run defense is not they're not going to be able to run like that no more on this Giants team.
No. And no, he's not going to be a better version of Blake Martinez. He far outclasses Blake Martinez. I'm sorry. He far outclasses him. So, but when I saw that hit and I'm sitting there looking at the defense,
first season Blake was all right. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He helped out.
Just don't understand how, as a DC, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I wish I could be the one coaching these guys.
Yeah, that's crazy. Deception. PFF ranked Jordan Riley in the 40s as well.
Yes.
What?
Yes. Look, a lot of Giants fans, look, Stas even said it. He's like, he don't understand what's up with PFF. And you know he's a big PFF fan. But, yeah, the PFF is, you know what? Take it, flush it in the toilet, wait till draft season, and let's just do our mock drafts. That's about it. That's what they're good for. Everything else, I'll take it with a grain of salt. You know, they just shitted on the Giants for the most part in reference to that game. Anybody with good eyes can see that the Giants outplayed the Panthers. Now, the Panthers starters, look, they're not world beaters. They're still a work in progress. But
I mean, they had Thielen out there. They had their starting quarterback, Bryce Young.
Yes. What's his name? Their left tackle was out there.
Iquanu, who everybody wanted.
Yeah. So I mean. You know,
he was getting beat.
Their starting center was out there getting Jordan Riley handled him. So yes, I'm not. What I'm saying is,
Miz, what's up, man? Go to the Big Blue chat, man. Hit the link if you want to come on the show. Either you or Mac, man. If you guys want to come through, man, just go to the Big Blue Crew Twitter chat that we all in, man, and hit that link, that StreamYard link, man. You can come on the show. I'm just sending it out to you guys, man, because, you know, we want to keep this about the Giants here on this particular show. But go ahead.
Nah, so, I mean, look, we can even start with the first offensive series. I mean, DJ was pinpoint. You know, now they did rate him the highest at 89.5. And I said, 89.5? You know, what more does he have to do?
It was flawless. The one incomplete he threw was a drop.
Exactly. You know, his reads were right. Everything was right there.
And I'm not killing Darren Waller for that. I mean, look what else he did in the game. So don't even go there.
So, all I gotta say is that pass to Hodgins.
That was nice.
When they were running split zone and Belly went to the flat. Waller came across and Hodges ran the backside over route and DJ was rolling right there and he could have went to Belly. He could have waited because the week before Tyrod Taylor ran the same play and he dumped it off to Beasley, and Beasley got blasted for a loss.
Mm-hmm.
And
I remember that play.
I said that Hyatt was coming across. If he had waited just a split second, Hyatt was wide open. Same exact play, smart coaches, simple plays, came back to it, and Hyatt had a big play. So that tells me great coaching, prepared the guys, great execution, great reads. So look, people can say what they want about all our Giants. As Max said, everybody craps on us. Yeah, go ahead, crap on us. Go ahead.
It's all right.
Go
it's
ahead.
all right, man. Because this time we're going to prove it on the field. And that's what the Giants are showing you. The Giants are not talking. They're not doing a lot of media hyped. They're not being hyped by the media like the Jets and all this.
Exactly.
We're doing it on the field. Our coaches are behind the scenes. You can tell people have worked on their game. Darius Slayton has worked on his game. Daniel Jones has worked on his game. Saquon Barkley has worked on his game. You know what I'm saying? Evan Neal has improved. So we have the coaching. That's a testament to the coaching staff. Now, a lot of noise is being talked about our rookies, and rightfully so. So let's touch on the rookies a little bit, man. We're going to start with 2 rookie corners who are now projected to actually start for the Giants. And I know this has got a lot of people nervous. But let me tell you something. Trey Hawkins and Deonte Banks might be rookies, but these dudes can play. They're fast as hell. They can keep up with the speed of these receivers and the speed of the game. Now it's going to be adjustments. You're going to get cooked from time to time. And that's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Especially against the better receivers in the NFL. We have some definite receivers that is possibly to face off against, like Terry McLaurin, CeeDee Lamb, and then what's the other man's name over there in Philly? AJ Brown and Devontae Smith.
AJ Brown. Yeah.
What's good, Mac? What up?
What is going on, fellas?
What's up, Mac? How are you, bro?
I am good.
Yeah, man. But now, what people are missing, though, is, as I say all the time, Jerome Henderson is going to have these dudes ready. Look at the short period of time that he's been working with Banks and Trey Hawkins, and look at how much they're starting to come along and starting to improve, man. So you can imagine by mid-season, when we're ready to go on our run, these guys are going to be up to speed, I believe. Now, also allows you to slide Adoree Jackson in the slot. And I'm going to kick this one over to you, Coach, because I want you to explain to the people why it's important for them to be able to slide a guy like Adoree Jackson into the slot in certain situations, man, by having Trey Hawkins and Deonte Banks on the outside. You muted.
Sorry about that. Those guys on the outside, first and foremost, being that they're rookies, which most people, the average fan, does not think about, they have a sideline to work with. So technically, they have an extra spot, way of a help in terms of the coverage. When you're in the slot, receivers usually, because of their quickness, they have the ability to go inside and outside. But when you're on the outside, you know what? You pretty much, you can dictate which way you're going to send the receiver as opposed to the inside. Adoree has the hip quickness to adjust going inside and outside, the ability to close down the gap when he does get beat, as far as when, what's his name, who came over from Minnesota, had that first down. But Adoree was right there. He was right there where the rookies now can use the sideline. Banks had a play where a receiver ran a comeback, and he literally step for step was right there with the receiver, and he took him away. So, and plays when he plays off, he plays off a little bit too. He's a little bit too soft, but he drives very well to secure and limit any further yardage. What's up, Pat?
What's
On
going
the
on, y'all?
on the
Going on,
play.
bro?
So for rookies, is good for them in that regard, not have to always fighting with the inside, going inside and outside, because that can
Mm-hmm.
also affect their confidence, because you're going
Mm-hmm.
to get beat. You're going to get beat. That's why a lot of teams want to try and put their best receiver in the slot, or the most versatile or the quickest receiver in the slot, because you can beat somebody inside. You can set them up, making the cornerback turn their hips to the outside and then come back to the inside. And Jackson has the ability to adjust to that. He'll step and then turn back and close down the gap, where a rookie might, he might get frazzled a little bit, and it might take him some time, to adjust to that. So, and don't forget, Seattle did the same thing last year. They had two rookie
Mm-hmm.
outside cornerbacks, and they one of them became an All Pro, and the other one was serviceable. So it's not like
Mm-hmm.
you can't come out there and have rookie cornerbacks and produce. Now, these cornerbacks are perfect for Wink's system. He wants to have those type of cornerbacks because he can also send the blitz. So, and that's the other thing. You get the pressure. It allows you to get pressure on the quarterback, where these cornerbacks, you know what, they're going to be there for the most part. So, and they're going to have their mistakes. They're going to get a couple of grab holding penalties or DPIs, but they're going to learn from it because they have a great coach. So I've talked enough. Go
I
ahead.
hope they can be. I hope they figure out to do with Darnay Holmes because he is one of the players that I would like to see not on the field as much,
Yeah,
if at all.
me too. Me too. Me too. Oh God. Go ahead,
But
man.
I'm gonna kick it over to Mac. Let me get to a couple comments in the chat. Jerry says, "Y'all know our receivers are gonna be running around open. Scheme is lovely. Yeah, that's that scheme. Yeah, Mike Kafka is gonna be on his way to a head coaching job pretty soon, I believe. Man, with this Giants offense, could probably potentially look like this season. Sways, you a Raiders fan? Okay, all right, yeah. We I think we play y'all this year, so we're gonna definitely chop it up about that. Miz, again, you can go to the Twitter. I'm not gonna put the chat in the link because I don't want people to come on and not talk Giants or troll us. So uh, just go to the Big Blue Crew Twitter page and hit the link like Pat and Matt did, and you can come on too, man. Chop it up with us. Tommy, much love to the panel. All Giants Maximus Jones or hoist up the trophy, screaming, "Are y'all not entertained?" Okay, we will definitely be waiting to see that, man. I hope it comes true, man, for sure. All right. Riley clogging up the middle. Hawkins staying with the top receivers. Beavers getting more reps. McFadden improving. Flat settling in. Pinnock real solid. Thibs getting warmed up. Fox, Zimenez battling for sure. Yeah, a lot of camp battles. And we're gonna talk about those, man. We got a little bit of time today, man. But Mac, what do you think? What's your thoughts about these rookie corners, man? You could touch on the rookies, period. What you've
Pause.
seen in this preseason game. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Coach said it perfectly, man. About the fact that that we got two rookies out there you can put on the outside, and then you can go ahead and slide Dory Jackson in the slot. That's clutch right there. Because like Coach just said, most of these teams around the league, that's how they're being slick, getting away with murder, basically throwing their top receivers in the slot, letting them abuse young slot corners. Now you got the savvy of Dory Jackson. You can slide in there because you got two competent rookies that you feel confident enough in to hold up on the outside. Joe Shane's an evil genius, man. He's slowly putting together
Yeah.
a very, very dangerous young secondary in this
Mm-hmm.
league, and it's going to be a force to be reckoned with, man, for years to come. So that's great. I mean, not even just the rookie corners. You got Pinnock out there, young Pinnock out there at safety, making plays, making things happen. Dane Belton steadily improving coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good problem. It's a good problem to have. This Giant secondary is going to be probably one of the best in the league
Jarius
in the next
Owens
couple of
too.
years.
He
Yeah, I
he
mean, he
looks
was out
like
there making
he might be
plays.
a player. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, these cats, this rookie draft class as a whole, really, really performed well on Friday night. Everybody, all these guys. I mean, Gray got a touchdown, got into the end zone. I mean, these kids are playing. These kids are playing well. Jordan, like you guys talking about Jordan Riley earlier already, man. It's a seventh
Mm-hmm.
round draft pick. I mean, seventh round draft pick, and he was out there making key plays, big plays out there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just going to continue to add to the D line depth. I mean, Joe, like I said, Joe, everybody can say what they want. Joe Shane definitely know what he doing, man. He putting together something special. He putting together something nice for the Big Blue, man.
Pat, man, what's good with you, bro, man? Appreciate you, man. Y'all go sub up to Mac, the Giants fan, Big Pat Sports Talk, man. If you haven't already, man, you know what I'm saying? We are the Big Blue Crew, man, and we all make our own individual content as well. But Pat, what you seeing out there, man, from our rookie corners, man? You know what I'm saying? I know you was breaking down the film and everything.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at Trey Hawkins right now. What up, Lou? I think
Bro,
that kid's
Lou,
going.
hit the link, man. If you ain't busy, bro, there he is. Shit, I ain't had to tell him twice.
Yeah,
What's good, bro?
What up?
man.
Mid's on his way too. We was actually about to make a video, and then we said, well, we'll just join live, and then we'll make our video after.
Damn, I'm making a video after this too.
Well, let's make it.
We all make the videos.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We all got something to say about this motherfucking year coming up right here that I told you motherfuckers about. You know what I'm saying? I'm self-editing because I ain't trying to get my man's channel struck. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I got a big my fangu to all the haters. You know what I'm saying?
But I think Trey Hawkins is going to be special. Now, during the season, you will see him struggle if he goes against somebody like CeeDee Lamb because he's a hip watcher and he's going to try to follow him throughout the whole process of the catch. But once he gets another thing that I see in his game is when he's in off coverage, he waits for the receiver to get on top of him before he starts to go into his move, and that will get him burnt in the regular season. So it's I'm not saying that it's a terrible idea to put him out there at the number one corner. I think he needs that experience because I believe he's a player. Hawkins is a player that learns by experience. He gets baptized 2 or 3 times, he's gonna stop. I'm like, okay. He was like, okay, I see what you're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and switch up my style and do it this way. Now, Deonte Banks, I think he's going to be outstanding. I see both these guys turning into shutdown corners for us by the end of the season. I really do.
Wow, by the end of this season. Wow, that's big. That might be a little bit of unpopular opinion, Big Pat, man. For real, bro. Yeah, because
I see both these dudes playing for us a long time, man.
This season. Jarius, they let Rodarius go. He not cutting it. Literally.
Yeah. Well, he became a non-factor, basically. I mean, this is what it is. Great draft this year.
But go ahead, Lou. Go ahead, man. What's your thoughts on the rookie corners, man? We just talking about the rookies real quick and the cornerbacks in the secondary.
Listen, they got some room to improve, but I mean, they coming in already doing much better than a lot of rookies. You know, and considering they playing in Wink's system is not an easy system to pick up.
It's no joke.
You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they're already showing the progress that they're showing this early lets me know that they some dogs and they smart. If they can stay healthy, this defense is going to be solid, man. So we got depth. We got depth on the defensive line, which forces quarterbacks off their spot, forces throws early, forces, throws inaccurate. And when you got guys like that in the DB group, that's an offensive coordinator's nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. I got a video coming out here soon. I want you guys to check out. It's definitely around those subjects of that matter. But hey, if everybody want to get together, do some videos today. If y'all ain't doing nothing on this Sunday,
I'm with it.
No, normally we ain't doing nothing on Sundays anyway.
Let's go.
Everybody do some collab. Everybody do some collabs or something.
That link is for Miz.
Interviewed me yet? I'm kind of, You know what I'm saying?
And
Kind of
is
slighted.
only no disrespect, but we want to keep it Giants or Ronnie if Ronnie's not busy. But we are the Big Blue Crew, New York Giants content creators. So this is Giants Conversation. Again, we talking all New York Giants. Talking about the New York Giants, man. Preseason game, period. Right. This is what this show's about. So, but come on,
To tell you that
pause.
we nice
You
with
can
the
come up
blah
on the
blah
panel.
blah.
But yeah, man, touching on some of the other rookies, man. We talked about Smits. We talked about Deontay Banks. Jalen Hyatt.
Why you throw Miz back out?
Miz threw himself out.
Threw his own self out the club.
But Jalen Hyatt, man, big touchdown pass from Tyrod Taylor, man. Man, it's yeah, he's saucy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that kid got some flair to him, man.
He came here to sprinkle some game on these bitches.
Yo, word, man.
Right.
that dude is gonna be. He's gonna be that dude for us, man, in the future, man. That number one receiver, man, that everybody wanted us to chase and go spend a bunch of draft picks on. Joe Shane got him in the 3rd round. It's that guy.
One thing about Jalen Hyatt, man, they're not gonna put him out there on the outside like he's a number one receiver in his very first year. But I promise you, he will get at least 15 to 20 snaps a game. And most of those snaps are probably going to be taking coverage deep with him because every deep route that he ran, you saw a safety have to run back there with him. So if he's taking 2 people with him on his routes, that means the middle of the field is wide open. It's like wide open for big ass Waller. Let's say you double team Waller and you have to put 2 people on Hyatt on his deep route. Now Paris Campbell gets the party. Hodgins gets the party. Slayton gets the party. It's like, and if you do off coverage against that dude on the dig route, it's over with. The ball is going to him because you're not going to be able to keep up with him across the middle of the field like that. It's impossible. And if you run that dumbass zone that you was running against us last year, now Waller finna eat. And I ain't even mentioned Saquon Barkley on a draw play when you got 5 people in the box.
Play. They ain't keeping Saquon in a bubble.
So I don't know. I don't know, man.
This is why it's such a problem this year. When you got that many speedsters at wide receiver and your tight ends are speedster too, if you decide to spread the field and put Barkley back there in a single back set, there's no way any opposing defense can cover every threat we have. Somebody's going to get open.
The only way they'll be able to cover everything is if the offensive line shits the bed. That's the only way you're going to cover us.
Miss, what's your thoughts, man, on these rookies, man? You know what I'm saying? We've been touching talking about the cornerbacks and also John Michael Smith and Jalen Hyatt, man, who all of them I thought had pretty good games in that preseason game against the Panthers.
Yeah, like I was telling Lou, I had to go back and watch the recordings because I've been working these preseason games for the first time ever. I haven't had the luxury of sitting home and watching them, but I watched the recordings. But I know we got young corners. I still think Adoree's going to be a starting corner come week 1, but man, obviously Hyatt, man, it's so easy to get fired up and excited about this kid.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I like the most about him? Obviously, he's talented and he's explosive down the field, but he don't come off as arrogant, cocky. Maybe he's young, I don't know, but he comes off as a guy that's going to work really hard. But obviously, under this coach, everybody on the team working hard or they won't be here. So, yeah, I love this kid. He's great, man. We haven't had this in a long time. And with all the weapons that we're going to have underneath, I mean, look, I was telling Lou earlier, man, you got to be blind or dumb to not see that Daniel Jones is going to shut a lot of clowns up this year. I can't wait, man. And I'll be the first one to come at some people, but I'll try to do it respectfully. But I'm telling you, I want Daniel Jones so badly, especially these losers, these haters in the media. I can't wait for it. And you look at, because I look at quarterbacks real deep. Daniel Jones. Dude, this guy's like gonna be the real deal, man. And there's a reason why they stuck with this guy. And
What
They already
have you
fu-
seen
part of
in
it,
Daniel Jones and like his improvement in his game? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you noticing is
dude, he's
where
dead
he looks
accurate.
like a different quarterback to me. He
He's a
does look
different
like a
man,
different
man.
quarterback.
The confidence that he's walking on the field with, the way that he's moving pieces around at the line of scrimmage, he knows everything and what's going on, even if it has nothing to do with him. He still knows. He's built his body up. He's big. He's strong. He's confident. He ain't walking around with that doofy look no more. He's got that. Take a look at his eyes. He's got the stare in the eyes of
That
a
look in his
tiger.
eyes, huh?
He's heard all the. He's heard all the hate, man. He's heard all the hate. And believe me, he's going to use it as fuel. And that's the type of guy you want. The man never left the facility when everybody went on vacation in the offseason. That's all you need to know.
Shit, they already thinking about new excuses to tell you why he is going to succeed this year and make up excuses as to why he really ain't that good. They just finally had to give him this and give him that and give him the world. But the reality is we don't even necessarily have even over the best weapons per se. We just got good competent ones now finally to put around them. Like when's the last time you seen New York Giant wide receivers running wide open without it being a busted coverage like that like they were on Friday night? I mean this is a new day for the New York Giants offense, man. People is probably still standing back waiting to make excuses up and try to tell you how bad Daniel Jones is no matter what he does. I think the kid at the end of the day he can just block out all the noise and just go out there and play ball, man, and don't even worry about it because people gonna still hate them anyway because that's just how some people just don't want to admit that they was wrong. So that's just what
And
it's
that's
gonna
what it
come down
is,
to.
So you
man. They
notice
don't
something,
they don't want to
NYG?
admit that.
You notice something? This man is deadly accurate right now. Now I don't think he was accurate like this before, but here's the biggest thing of all, and Coach Ed knows he's gonna agree with me where I'm going right here, man. Stability. He hasn't had that now. He does. Coaching, stability, and that's huge,
Mm-hmm.
man. How many organizations in this league stick with a guy anymore? Giants, Steelers, very few old school won't stick with the guy 4, 5, 6 years. Let him grow,
That's
and you'll
true.
be
That's a good
rewarded for
point.
it. You will.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's a good point because a lot of franchises, if in 2 or 3 years, if you ain't the man, you getting up out of there, man.
And that's why I
Like
think that
all the noise with the Giants, you know what I'm saying, and the fan base, that John Mara and Joe Shane and them stuck with Daniel Jones, and it's gonna pay off for him.
I think that that's gonna be the reason why Green Bay might be a good team. They've
That's
had that
yeah.
love guy back there for quite a few years developing.
Mm-hmm.
He might step in and not really miss a beat because he's been over there in that system for a while behind Aaron Rodgers. Now Aaron Rodgers is gone. Now it's his time to shine. That's I know we talking about Giants, but I'm just giving the same
Yeah,
scenario.
nah,
When you
you
give a
good.
player time to develop and grow in the same system, unless he's a damn he's got to improve. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yes, Ronnie, he has matured. He has something to prove. Yeah, he
Mhm.
does have something to prove, man. Daniel Jones wanted to prove he's worth the 160 that they gave him. You know what I'm saying? That's why they gave it to him because look, they know that he's has the mentality. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like Daniel Jones, people that in New York, you know, we do Heart of the City on Tuesday, man. You know, we are fans of a New York team, the New York Giants. In New York, it's Midge. You know this. The pressure is so intense. Very few people can really have the mindset to be able to play quarterback for a team like the
That's why he's
Giants.
perfect for the Giants.
Because he doesn't let that shit get to him. You know what I'm saying? He just goes out there and works hard and proves it on the field. You know, I'm seeing Daniel Jones Daniel Jones is athletic ability is he's putting on his athletic ability now. You know, like when you watch that play, you know, when he ran away, you know, when Glowinski let that pressure through, man, you know, I seen him running out there like a running back. You know, he was doing his best Saquon Barkley impression. You know, that kid has really worked on his game. I mean, for real, man. I mean, shout
You
out to
could tell,
DJ, man.
yeah, you could tell the way he's worked on his game because he doesn't look skittish in the pocket anymore when he's
Mm-hmm.
scrambling. And you remember back in like 2 years ago, he would actually scramble out the pocket into the pressure. Now he
Right.
sees
Mm-hmm.
Now he sees when somebody's blocking somebody a certain way, he puts the brakes on, cuts back in. It's not fluid like a Lamar Jackson or anybody or
Well,
Jalen
yeah,
Hurts or anybody like that, but he knows how to do it. And
yeah.
I'm saying when he gets rolling, I don't think there's a faster quarterback in the league when he gets rolling. Like Justin
Maybe
Fields,
not straight
maybe.
line speed.
Yeah, Justin Fields maybe has better straight line speed than Daniel Jones. But when it comes to straight line speed, man, that dude be gone. He be like, man, what the hell? But he just doesn't have that juke ability to his
That
game.
fast twitch
And
muscle
yeah,
fiber.
and he's just not built like that. He's stiff when it comes to that. So I'm
So
not gonna kill him.
Yeah, bro.
people in the
How
chat want
many
to talk
TDs?
about the center, man, John Michael Smith. I know y'all watch film. You know, everybody on here does. You know, we watch the game really closely. Big Blue Crew, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button for all these great content creators. What have you guys seen out of Smiths, man, particularly in this game, man, to where we know he's the real deal, man, like Koof Man said, man, you know what I'm saying? But
We're with the
telling people,
Smith.
man,
I see a
we
guy.
with the Smiths.
I see a
What
guy that's going to be an All Pro center by next year. By year 2, he'll be an All Pro center. By year 2, that's what I see. And John Michael Smith.
Yeah, I see. He's gonna be very solid for us at the very, very least. Like that dude just gets it, man. What a hell of a pick in the second round.
You're gonna watch him ascend as the season goes on. You're gonna watch him ascend week after week. He's gonna just continue to get better and better.
Watch how the run game look when Saquon run behind him. Jeez. Did you see him and
Schmitz.
yeah, him and Neal ran all the way up to the end zone on that block?
Yeah.
No, you
Go
talking
ahead,
about
man.
grades.
You know, you
Go
got.
ahead, I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, you got Schmitz, you got Thomas, you got Evan Neal, who I still think is going to be amazing. Oh, we got a foundation for the next decade plus. Okay, maybe next year we go get a young guard, but yo,
Maybe.
it's set up for a lot of
Definitely.
years to come. Something we've been waiting.
Yeah, they got to get Glow out of there, man.
Well, he's going after this year. No matter what, he's going after this year. So
yeah, we can deal with it for this year, but yeah, he got to go.
So
Man,
I mean,
he
and
got
if
no
he
choice but
sits,
to now.
and don't forget, I mean, we do have a staff that, if need be, they will sit his ass no matter what type of money he's making. So they're going to play the best players. So, I mean, like I said earlier, at least we have 6 offensive linemen we can at least go with, even with Glowinski in comparison to everyone else. So, which is fine. So, I'm with you guys in terms of the offensive line, what you're seeing. Schmitty is gearing himself up for a good career. As long as he continues to, pay attention and work his craft, he'll be perfectly fine. And he's going to be the heart and soul for the most part of the offensive line. We can say AT, we can say Neal, but it's your centers. Your centers, your heart and soul. That's your brain. That's what gets everyone else situated and the blocking scheme aligned properly. So, and he has it already. So, good base, good strength, good quickness. He can open and get to the outer edge. So, I mean, I really like his game, and I want to see him progress and see if he can. I'm gonna set the high standard. I want to see if he can get to a Mike Webster level. And for those of you who don't know,
Wow.
Mike Webster was in all pro with the Pittsburgh Steelers back in the 70s and the early 80s. And he's a Hall of Famer.
Early
And
eighters.
early 80s, 1980s, 1980S.
What's
So,
good, Bookends? What's
When
up, man?
Terry Bradshaw got in the Hall of Fame, that was one thing he did during his speech. He said, "I want to take one more snap from Mike Webster." Bro, that was dope.
Pause.
exactly. So,
He said, "What, sir? Never mind. I don't want to hear it again."
Like I said, I'm putting it high on
What's
him.
good, Raphael? What's up, El Capitan?
So yeah, I'm with you, Miss Ronnie. I believe he can too because he has everything right there in front of him. So
The
Good to
eyes
see you,
never
Ronnie.
lie. The eye test
Good to
don't
see
lie.
you,
This kid's
Ronnie.
already passing the eye test, man. He's definitely putting that work in, and he definitely cares about his craft. And I think he has too much respect for the game to like screw it all up. I think this kid's gonna be something special. Like I said, all pro by year two.
Glad to have you back, Ronnie.
Ronnie says
We was
winning that
worried
playoff
about you
game
there
last
for a while.
season was the best thing that happened to him and putting him in a different mind frame and put him in a new frame of playing with no weapons. Yeah. Darren Waller is the number one guy here. I mean, they pretty much showing you like what this going to look like. It's going to be Darren Waller, and then you're going to try to stop Darren Waller, and then they're going to unleash everybody else. And then it's going to be Saquon in the run game, and now they got Eric Gray. Talk about Eric Gray a little bit, man. This kid right here, man. I mean, you got him and Saquon, and then you throw in Matt Breida. Hell, even Corbin was flashing out there Saturday,
Robinson
man.
is trash.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I could do without him. But everybody else, man, looked pretty good, man. This running back room, man, is definitely nothing to sleep on as well, man. Even
We got good
on the
depth
depth
at
chart.
every position except tackle, bro.
Tackle is scary, man. I've been talking about this. This is one of my things I've been talking about.
We've got
Coach.
good depth at everywhere but tackle, bro. And linebacker.
Interior offensive line outside of the
I'm not
top
as worried
six are
about
concerned.
linebacker, but tackle definitely.
Interior.
We have a bunch of guards. They ain't worth a damn, but we have a bunch of them. But tackle,
Well, you got depth then, yeah. I'm depth, whatever.
but
You know what
tackle?
I'm saying? But you don't have no tackle depth at all.
Eric Gray definitely need to get consistent with the pass protection. He's got to get consistent with his protection.
Yeah, exactly.
It's something Saquon had to work on too. So
he's
right.
He's a rookie, so it'll come with due time. So
I mean, for what it's worth, he probably won't be out there much in those situations in the regular season, anyways, as little as possible, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think definitely, man, this kid's gonna get some. He's gonna get some run, man. I don't think they drafted him to just have him. And what about his kick return, punt returning? What y'all think about that?
I hope that's like a preseason alternative right now. I'm just not. I'm not feeling
like
it. He doesn't look comfortable back there to me. It looks like that could potentially be some problems if we had to go that route with him back there.
You can't be
during the
pussyfooting
season
on kickoff returns. That's where injuries happen. You can't. You got to be decisive with those. With kickoff returns and punt returns, you got to be decisive because you got 11 guys bearing down on you full damn speed, and if you sitting here being nervous, you're gonna make a mistake. That is one of the most focused positions. When you play in that position, you have to be focused. That's when you got to be in tune with your star player. Because that's when the muff punts.
The kick returning, he seems okay, but punt returning that's not.
Punt returning,
doesn't seem to be for him. That don't seem to be for him.
Yeah, the Giants still got to figure out that punt returning situation, y'all, man. Because
got to figure out the whole special team situation, Kenny.
It don't look good, yeah. It don't look good. Word up, bro. Straightforward. JMS will be solid going up against Dex in practice year round. Our version of Kelsey. That could be, man. I could definitely see Smitty being our version of Kelsey, where he's a long time stable for the offensive line. But JMS practices against Def. But
get those likes up, people.
Definitely, man. Want to talk about also what we mentioned before, man, with these receivers, man. Paris Campbell, man. Paris Campbell is definitely somebody that could be a weapon for the Giants this year, man. Thinking about a better version of Richie James in the slot right there. And what's going on with Wan'Dale Robinson? I keep hearing about Wandale Robinson, but I'm struggling to find ways how he's going to fit into this offense.
I think we'll find out the 26th when we play the Jets.
Wandale is going to be your jackknife. He's going to be able to give you a little bit of everything. Because remember, he can play running back, so he can still come out of the backfield. He can still run the rock. He can play the slot receiver. So he's going to be versatile enough to give you, a lot more as long as he's healthy. That's the key to everything with him. His health is going to be everything. He has great quickness. He has fairly good hands. So, he understands the offense. So he's going to be perfectly fine when he gets out there.
Danny Dollar to Waller the Baller. Hi, bookings. Trying to throw some bars out there. Yeah, JMS is the real deal, man. Smith is the real deal, man. The only concern I have really on this offensive line is the right side with Lewinsky. I'm worried about Neal, but I think he can figure it out, man. But the chemistry is off for some reason. It's just not there, man, with them two, man. So,
yeah, subscribe to them. They are part of the Big Blue Crew too, Kelshawn. Coach Ed and NYG.
Yes, sir, man. Big Blue Crew, man. You already know, man. But looking forward to this Jets game, y'all. What y'all gonna be looking at, man? Coming up, man. The last preseason game. I wouldn't expect the starters to really do much, if anything. You know what I'm saying? In this game. But we're gonna see a lot of these, so-called bubble guys here coming up.
For a spot. Yeah.
So what's some of the things y'all gonna be looking at, man? Coming up in the last preseason game against the goddamn Jets.
I'm just looking
just like you guys just said, looking for the a lot of guys on the back end are going to be fighting for spots. So, we're just talking about the swing tackle. They got to prove themselves. So they really do. And if the Jets are going to put their starters out there, even for a series, I want to see these guys go up against them. I'm especially, those edge rushers that they have, because it's only going to do anything, expose them and say, you know what, we can't trust them going into the season. We got to get someone else.
What?
My bad, Keyshawn. I thought that was an L, not an I. My bad.
Oh. But that's what I'm looking for, and a lot of the other secondary guys, backups. I really, if you're going to put our starters, our key players out there, give them one drive and then take them out. If you're going to do that, personally speaking, I've seen enough. DJ looks fine. I don't want him out there. I don't want to chance anything. Waller looks fine. True. You don't need to put him out there. Even Campbell. AT looks fine. You don't need to put him out there.
Yeah, they definitely gonna be waiting on cut down day, man. To figure
I
out that
this
swing tackle situation.
A big week for like Sterling Sharp, somebody like Sterling Shepard getting some more major reps in this game to see does this guy still have it? Can we rely on him? You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of questions about Sterling Shepard, obviously. So it should be a big week for him. What you call didn't play last week. Cole Beasley, you're probably gonna get him some work. I mean, guys like that. That's what the week is. Week for guys like that. Those guys that are on the bubble. It's the week for those guys to step up and see who's going to get that on that 53, and who we going to have to part ways with.
Appreciate you, man. If you would, please like, subscribe, man, and share the video, man. Definitely appreciate you, Crippin.
Shane Zimenez on his last legs.
You can see the eye, but when you read it like over there, it looked like
See, you know what, Mac? That's a good point. I want to see O'Shane Zimenez and Baldonado. I want to see those two, fighting it out because Timon Fox is on.
I've seen enough of Zimenez.
I get it, but right now,
why you don't like Zimenez?
Man, y'all stay hating on Zimenez.
He still got the experience. He still got experience, and he has that ability. You've seen him. Not consistently, but you've seen him make plays. You know he's capable. He is capable, man. I mean, just got to put it all together.
That's why I want to
He's
That's
got to
why I
be
want to
It's
see
all
capable
good,
him.
and
Niz.
consistent. He's not consistent.
That's why I want to see him in Baldonado fight it out. Because right now, Timon Fox, Hadi is on, and then Aziz and KT. So are we going to go with 4? Are we going to go with 5 off the edge? So
Mm.
let him fight it out. And last year he fought it out, and look what he did. He initially, until he got hurt, he was playing fairly well. So
Yes, he
I do
was.
have.
Fox got Zimenez beat, man. I think in this competition, if it was a competition, we forgot to mention Tamon Fox, man. I think he is, and I know you mentioned this before, Pat. I think he could be possibly that's third rotation pass rusher that we're looking for, man. That can really make an impact, man, and not just out there taking up snaps, empty snaps for no reason, getting pushed around, man. But definitely these guys got to work on, and KT too, man. They got to work on setting that edge, man.
Hey, shout
Ain't
out to Ronnie
nobody running
Rivers.
up the gut no more.
Yeah, I ain't seen Ronnie in a minute, man. Good to see you.
That's what I said.
Mhm.
I was like,
Yeah, Ronnie in the chat, man. Appreciate you, Ronnie. You know what I'm
Football
saying?
season.
Yep, football season. We right back at it. You already know, Big Blue Crew, man. In the building, bruh. Love it.
come
Love
check
it,
us
man.
out Sunday, October
October
29th at
29th,
MetLife
yeah.
Stadium. We're throwing a big Blue Crew block party at MetLife and a celebration of life for Jeffy T, NYG Jeffy T. And just trying to enjoy some good football, watch the Giants kill the Jets, eat some
Good
good food, make some
football,
good
good
content with the
food.
big
Yep.
Blue Crew. You know,
Yeah.
think
Party
Jeff
like
would have
it's
You know.
enjoyed that.
1990. Party like it's 1999.
Nah, I don't want to do that. I was inside. I was inside for the Millennium New Year's. I was inside all
Oh,
of '99. I don't want to party like it's that year. That year
don't
sucked.
forget Riley. Yeah, Jordan Riley, man.
I brought the
Definitely,
New Year
man.
and drinking hooch and
Sleeper.
Marcel and shit. It was wackest New Year ever.
I hear you,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
I
But
hear you.
my main thing is going to this game. Don't get nobody hurt. It's the last game. You got to play the Jets again in the regular season. As Lou just mentioned, we will be there. Big Blue Crew in the building. So go out here this preseason game, man. See, what you got in, the back end of the roster, man. Possibly, guys you can sign to the practice squad, and don't get nobody hurt. Don't get none of your main players hurt, man. Just come out the game clean and unbothered. You know what I'm saying? Let's get out of there, man, and get to this Dallas Cowboys. Dallas freaking stinking nasty. You know what,
I mean,
Cowboys?
I'm going to say one thing about the Cowboys, and from what I was looking at yesterday, and even right now that it's on, in the run game, we definitely have to wrap up, guys. The one thing that I notice is their running backs fall forward. I didn't see many, if any, plays where they were falling back. They were falling forward. So that could be vital when it comes to a short yardage situation. We got to make sure we withhold them falling forward and make it a stalemate or make them go backwards. So because going into the season, that was one of my concerns was how do they handle being tough? Because I said no Ezekiel Elliott, so Tony Pollard and Deuce Vaughn, even little Deuce Vaughn, for as little as he was running tough yesterday. Now he hides behind the offensive line, so he surprises linebackers, but that's something we have to pay attention to and we have to be prepared for. Because if their running game is going, it is going to open up their offense. It
Well,
is.
in this game here, in this last preseason game, we'll be able to see what you wanted to see last week. Uh, who does better in this game? DJ Davison, Jordan Riley, trying to stop the run. So,
I
like you
think
said,
Davidson is still on pup.
is
Well, he just came off the pup list,
Yeah.
so that's gonna hurt him. And Riley's making his team. Is already
Mm-hmm.
he's already on the
Oh
field.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So you're fighting to see if you could beat out somebody like Baldonado or somebody on the team if you're a defensive tackle because Ashawn Robinson not going nowhere, Roches not going nowhere, Riley not going nowhere, and Dex and Leo ain't going nowhere. But they consider
Hell
Leo.
no.
They consider Leo at the end. So you already got 4 defensive tackles: at Dex, Riley, Ashawn Robinson, and Nacho. So I don't see DJ Davidson making it. I don't see Ryder Anderson making it unless they put him at DN. I just don't. I don't see him making it, man.
But you got what? How many spots on the practice squad now? 15?
Yeah, you got practice squad. You know, Jahad Ward taking up one of those spots at the DN. So
Mm-hmm.
there's already Dexter Leo at DN. They might keep one more DN behind those guys just to call him a DN. Maybe Dave Davidson gets there. I don't know. Because to be honest with you, if Ryder Anderson was healthy, I would put him as the third DN guy behind Williams and Jahad Ward. And edge rusher is up for grabs. It's between X-Man, Zimenez, Tamon Fox, who I think already made this team,
Mm-hmm.
Bowers, Baldonado.
Mm-hmm. I forgot about Bowers. Yeah.
So I mean, and then you don't know if they might go into the free agency pool after people are cut and grab a couple of edge rushers there. So you don't know
Mm-hmm.
what they
Yeah,
finna
Facts.
do.
yeah, yeah.
So
They're always making moves though. Joe Shane has always got the wheels turning, man, making moves, man, trying to improve this team, man. So definitely, man, cut down day is gonna be very important for this Giants team, man. But like I said, man, let's just get out of there, man. Get get with this victory, man. You know what I'm saying? And seeing these starters, man, I feel pretty confident going into the season, man, with this New York Giants team. Most definitely, man. But we're gonna cut this short. I usually cap this about an hour, 15 minutes, man. So we right around that time mark. So if y'all want to give y'all last shout outs and thoughts on the Giants, man, and tell everybody where they can find you and what y'all got coming up, man, as far as your content is concerned. Coach, we're just going the order on my screen. Coach, Mac, Lou, Pat, and then we'll get on up out of here.
I'm with you as far as getting ready for Dallas. That's my focus right now. It's really getting ready for Dallas, um, because I just want to go ahead and start the road to being 13-4, 4-2 in the division, and sweeping the Cowboys. And it starts that first game of the season, that Sunday night. So I'm ready to go, and you can find me on Coach Ed's Amazing World of Sports, on YouTube, Twitter. You can find me at Coach Ed Gladney. That's Ed with 2 D's. And right now I'm just going to go into production right now to finish up my show for the Reading Attack for Wednesday, and probably put a video or two. Big Dash asked me to put a video or two on Evan Neal, so I'm trying to get that done so I can talk about his game from on Friday. That's about it. Oh, and Heart of the City Tuesday nights. Can't forget about that.
No doubt. Mac.
Word. Word. I'm just excited for the season. It's here finally. Couple
Let's
more
go.
weeks. It'll be real again. Imagine that offense we saw Friday night with Saquon Barkley added to it. And imagine it when they actually open up the playbook a little bit. That was just, a simple, just right down the field. You know what I mean? This offense is getting ready. It's going to be lit. Ready to be lit up in MetLife Stadium, dog. But definitely catch me on Premium Takes podcast later on tonight, actually, with my guy Adam Costas, Zion Zenith. Jeff always there with us too. Always, definitely with us on the panel in spirit, no matter what. And then you can catch me on Wednesday evening, me and my guy Adam Costas with the Real Deal NFC East Roundup. Coming at y'all every Wednesday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am Mac the Giants fan. Appreciate that. You sub up, like the content. Here with the Big Blue Crew right now, representing this football season, y'all. Let's get ready.
Let's get it. All right, man. Bro Lou, G Nation. Tell them what you got going on, bro. Is he there?
That's a step away.
Maybe not. All right. Probably handle this business, but Pat.
Oh man, you know, Big Pat Sports talking to build a Big Blue Crew. Catch me on Mondays with Joe, Tuesdays Hard City, Wednesdays True Big Blue Crew podcast, Thursdays the Big Blue Lounge, Fridays I might do a film study, Saturdays you can catch me on Leather to the Face, and Sunday I'll be calling the game for it. So I don't get no rest. I don't get no breaks. You go see me throughout the whole week, especially during football season. So, like, subscribe, man, to all these wonderful gentlemen of the Big Blue Crew. We are a close-knit family, man. We love each other, pause, and we love what we do. So, just catch us, man. And like I said, you'll catch us on something throughout the whole week.
Most definitely, man. You know what I'm saying? You even might catch us in one of these crazy ass Twitter spaces. You know what I mean? You never know where. Shout out to Stars of them, though, man. Big Blue Knockout, man. Those are my guys. Yeah. But no sleep. We working over here, y'all. We working over here, man. Bringing you the best, most realest content on YouTube and all other platforms. You already know what it is. Big Blue Crew, man. I'm NYG22, man, aka Unpopular Opinion Sports, man. You know what I'm saying, yo? Definitely catch me here every Sunday, 11:45, man, as I do the pregame show, man, for the Giants. You know, we call this Giants Conversation, where we talk all New York Giants. Definitely catch me Tuesday night, 8:30, heart of the city. You already know what it is. Me and Coach Ed, you know what I'm saying? My guy, Jeffrey T, man, always with us in spirit as well. You know what I'm saying? So you can catch us there, man. And, you know, catch me on the Big Blue Crew. Like I said, man, we all working together, man. Might do some shit here in a minute. But that being said, man, leave out with the outro, man. Till next week. Peace.
This is a Big Blue Crew production.